What's interesting is I really feel like in 2020, a lot of people just became afraid. They became afraid to like do certain things. And what I'm trying to do, at least with my own YouTube channel, is try to help inspire others that you don't have to be afraid. Just if you have a passion, go do it. So inviting other people on that kind of shook off the fear and shook off like, hey, people are gonna love it, they're gonna hate it, but I'm gonna do it because this is something that I'm passionate about. And I just hope it's inspiring others to do the same. Tell us what it is that I do. Very interesting. My name is Jay, but I also go as Drunk3P0. Yes, I know, Drunk3P0. It kind of started as a joke amongst friends. We were talking about Star Wars and we each had a really funny, ridiculous Star Wars name, and it just kind of took off. I started a YouTube channel just talking about movies and entertainment and things like that, and it kind of developed into a podcast, and it just, for whatever reason, it just kind of took off. I got invited to be part of the team of Geeks and Gamers, where they asked me to help with their theme park division, and I go to theme parks for them and like record and do breaking news over there for them. But I also, on the Drunk3P0 YouTube channel, we just talk a lot about like entertainment and the good, the bad, the ugly, the agenda pushing, the happy, good stories, just anything that goes on over there. And so from then, when we started seeing a lot of negative stuff coming out of Hollywood and comic books and in our entertainment, the Welcome to Rebellion podcast was born, where I just do a lot of interviews with people that are just trying to shake off the fear, like rebel against their fear and step out and do something. So for example, like if someone is very unhappy the way that comic books are going, it's like, well, if you really have a passion for comic books, why don't you make your own comic book? And we're like, I'm afraid, no one, who will buy it? Who is this? And it's like, no, let's go. Let's make your own thing and go for it. So we like to help promote a lot of independent creators and filmmakers and storytellers and things like that. So here I am, right there. That was a lot and a little. It started with Star Wars. They were releasing the new films, and I just didn't like them. I didn't like them, and I started speaking out, and it was hit with a lot of backlash, you know, which was shockingly, and it was like really odd backlash. They're like, oh, you don't like women in movies, and you don't like this, that's why you don't like these films. And it's like, what are you talking about? These movies are terrible. In my own opinion, some people really enjoy them, and that's great, but it was just like speaking out. I discovered there's a whole bunch of other people that felt the same way, and they just kind of like latched on. And then like I said, I discovered this group called Geeks and Gamers, and we all just kind of came together and just started speaking out about that kind of thing in Hollywood, where it's like we feel that you should be able to be okay to disagree with someone but still be friends and still like all right, I don't agree with you politically, or I don't agree with your movie choice, but we can still go out and laugh at something, you know, and not be so divisive in, oh, if you don't like that, then I don't like you and you're probably this, and get labeled. And so we just started speaking out about that, and it just kind of took off, especially with like, I guess today's political climate, things like that. It just kind of took off. So I didn't expect to be here. Like that's the crazy thing. So here we are. An average day. Well, I usually wake up, check the news and see what's going on, check the emails, and then usually get in the car and head out to one of many theme parks that are located in Orlando and just see what's going on there, and then come back and usually reach out to different people that I want to talk to about what they're doing, like in their own personal life, that keeps them motivated in this time. Because what's interesting is I really feel like in 2020, a lot of people just became afraid. They became afraid to like do certain things. And what I'm trying to do, at least with my own YouTube channel, is try to help inspire others that you don't have to be afraid. Just if you have a passion, go do it. So inviting other people on that kind of shook off the fear and shook off like, hey, People are gonna love it, they're gonna hate it, but I'm gonna do it because this is something that I'm passionate about. And I just hope it's inspiring others to do the same. That's the main thing. But that's my typical day. It's like wake up and head on out to either Universal Studio, to SeaWorld, whatever. You just name one, and then come back and work on my own stuff there. So I think the challenge is always challenging yourself every day and not getting complacent. And not getting to the place where you're just kind of like coasting. The internet is a wonderful but scary tool. And too many times, like you could just say, wow, I really did awesome here. Let's just keep it coasting. But you have to constantly challenge yourself. If not, you'll just get boring and complacent. So I think that's the biggest thing. And also, honestly, number one is getting plenty of rest, because doing this kind of work, you just lose track of time sometimes, and you're not resting. You find yourself 3 days in, you're like, oh my Lord, what has happened? Like, I don't think I've slept for like 3 days in just trying to, to create something that people will enjoy, will be entertained, and more importantly, be inspired and motivated. It's a lot, because when we started doing this type of work, my emails and everything just kind of blew up with people. Number one, thanking me. Number two, saying, oh, you just hate everything. You hate everything Hollywood. Like, what are you trying to do over here? And then three of other people asking for help. Like, hey, I really have a book idea, or I really want to do this. What's your suggestion? Or I really, find myself, I want to go in this direction, or I want to start a t-shirt brand, or it doesn't matter. It's just multiple things. And if we could provide that kind of inspiration, service to kind of at least get them into the right direction. We can't do it for them, but if we can get them in the right direction, they could end up in this chair talking to you. I just hope that people will be inspired to do something in their own, wherever they are in life, to take a step into their own passions. Because I believe if you're doing something that you really love, if you're a part of something that you really feel passionate about, that the world will change for the better. And I believe with everything within me that everybody was born, everybody's here on this earth, they have value and they have purpose. And if you look at the statistics after 2020, people are scared. The suicide rates are through the roof. People feel like they have no value. They feel like they can't do things. And it's just the littlest things. It's like there's this fear of what could happen, a fear of the unknown, or they've listened to so many things that just made them nervous about taking that step in the right direction. And I just hope, like, however long this lasts, that it'll just inspire people to let them know that they do have value, that life is beautiful, and you should be, whether it's 30 minutes every day, taking a step closer to your goals or passions or dreams. You should at least take that time to do it. My advice is just get started with what you have. I started my YouTube channel with my cell phone, and I put my cell phone up on a bunch of books and recorded videos with a fake microphone and to look like I had a microphone. And I just had fun along the way. And again, I never imagined it would take me to where I am, or even here. And like being a part of like Geeks and Gamers and meeting John Bartolo, and then John Bartolo introduced me to Nine Line and all this stuff, and my friend Ryan Kennel, and all these people that put all this together to get me in this place, was because I took a chance and not worrying about, well, I don't have the best equipment, or I don't have the money to invest, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. It was just, this is what I want to do. This is all I have, and I'm just going to go for it. We live in a time now where starting something up is not as difficult as it used to be. People want to start a clothing store. You can just go to a drop ship place right now and start a clothing store. You want to start a YouTube channel, it's free. You want to play video games on Twitch, it's free. You could just start it up and just go. But the issue is you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna wonder if it's worth it. And those are the times where you just have to mentally like push through. And even when you feel alone and you're like, man, I really feel like I should be doing this, but you know, I can't get there. It's just like pushing through and knowing that if this is something you believe in, eventually it'll click. And the other thing too is if there's something that you want to accomplish, find others that are doing it the way you want to do it and just follow what they're doing. Obviously it's working for them, so the blueprint is there. You know, you just gotta like get on the track and follow them and go with them and learn from them and ask them questions. You'd be amazed about people that are willing to help others. You know, no matter how many followers they have, no matter how big of a platform, if you reach out, you never know who might reach back and just say, well, this is what I did, this is what I did, this is what I did, and go from there. I have, in the podcast, I don't even know what I'm doing. And it's like, I'm just reaching out to people that are doing it in a way that I want to get to that level. And so it's like, how did you get here? Who did you talk to? What are you using? What's this? What's that? What does this mean? I don't understand this term. And some answer, some don't, but I just don't have fear in reaching out, you know, and because you just never know. You just never know. You just never know who'll call you back and just say, all right, I'm gonna walk you through this. I'm gonna walk you through this. And again, like, I mean, you can go for those speeches of like, don't quit, you know, shoot your shot, don't quit, all that. Those are all good, but there's always a point in whatever you're doing where I feel that you'll feel like alone. And it's like, is this really worth it? Is this really where I need to be? And if you really feel strongly about it, you just have to keep pushing forward by yourself. Don't rely on other people to do it for you. Don't worry about the negativity, because that'll always happen. We live in this time now where you can give away $1 million and someone will still complain. You know, it's sad, but it's true. You know, it's sad, but it's true. Just like being here in Nine Line talking about, you know, putting a shirt together. It's like, who knew? But I felt strongly like I'm gonna take a chance and see what happens. And here we are, you know, here we are. So that's pretty much it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so you never miss out when we upload new content, and be sure to go visit us at ninelineapparel.com.